Alright, this video is going to show you how to post from the general journal to the general ledger. Now, the second page of your note indicated the steps in posting. Okay, so if you ever get stuck, you can use that as a reference. But I'm going to show you how to post using an actual journal and actual ledger accounts. So usually it's a lot easier if you can see it. So I'm going to use the last two pages of your note. So I'm going to scroll down. All right. Okay. So we have a journal and that's completed. So the next step is we're going to transfer this information into separate ledger accounts. Now, the ledger accounts will be, or you're going to have a chart of accounts that indicates the ledger accounts that the company uses and their name, or sorry, and their numbers. That will be given to you, and then you can put the year that you're using just above the date box. Okay, so let's start off with this first transaction. On February 1st, we debited cash for $10,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the cash account, and on we're going to write in February 1st, and we're going to write opening entry in particulars, and because this is the entry that started the company. Okay, so we write opening entry. It's a special type of entry. Now it's coming from journal page 1, right? The journal page is up here, and we're going to debit for $10,000, and it's going to have a 10,000 debit balance. This DRCR column is indicating what this balance is, not necessarily what this is, and you'll see that as we go through more examples. Now, once we've recorded this transaction, we have to go back into the general journal and indicate what account we posted to. So we posted to account number 100. Ooh, my apologies. All right, so we posted to account number 100. So that one's done. Next one is February 1st. We credit the capital account for $10,000. So we find the capital account. So on February 1st, I'm going to reduce the size of this. So we find the capital account, and since it's coming from, or since it's part of the opening entry that started the company, this one, okay, we're going to write opening entry in particulars. And coming from J1, and it's a credit of 10,000. So credit balance of 10,000. Remember, this DRCR column is indicating what this is, not what this is. All right, so we go back and we indicate that we posted to account number 300. All right, next one is accounts receivable on the 3rd. Okay, so accounts receivable coming from J1, a debit of 300. So we have a balance of $300. We indicate where we posted to, 101, and we move on to fees earned. That's our revenue account. So on the 3rd, okay, so I indicate coming from J1, a credit of 300. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, obviously, it's a credit of 300. Remember, this is not indicating what this is. It's indicating what this is. Now, all right. All right, so we posted to account number 400. Next one is rent expense on the 5th. So February 5th, J1 for 500. All right. And then accounts payable credited for 500 on the 5th. All right. So pay attention to the next one. All right. Next one is cash is debited for $70 on the 12th. So we're going to record that entry, J1, $70. Now, this balance is a running total. So if I start off with 10,000 debit balance and I debit some more for 70, my balance is going to be 10,070, and it's a debit balance. Okay, accounts receivable. Okay, I have to credit on the 12th for $70 coming from J1. All right, so now I started off with a $300 debit balance and I credited for 70. Think of this as a T account. So if you start off with a debit of 300 and you credit for 70, your balance is going to be 230. But this balance is a debit balance. So remember, this DRCR is indicating what this is. This $230 is a debit balance. So that's why this says DR, even though the entry was a credit entry. Okay, so that's what I mean. This DRCR is indicating what this is, not necessarily what this is. Okay, so we'll go back up and indicate that we've posted to account number 101. Again, accounts payable, debit for 130 on the 19th. Oops. So we're starting off with a credit balance of 500, and then I debit for 130. My balance is going to be 370, and it's going to be a credit balance. Finishing with the 19th, I have credit for 130 on the 19th. So okay, so my balance after I post it is going to be $9,940 debit balance. And then the last one, on the 23rd, a debit of 70 to rent expense. So my balance is going to be, if I started with a debit balance of 500 and I debit some more for 70, the balance is going to be 570, and it's going to be a debit balance. The last one, a credit to cash of 70 on the 23rd. Alright folks, so that is how you post. Okay, if you have any questions or can't remember the steps, again, refer to your second page, right? That indicate the steps in posting. Alright, or you can re-watch this video.